when my father shot the Sasquatch with his friend Morty Lucas in '53, this was the gun that he had. This is a Browning A5. It's a 3-inch Magnum gun, and what they were shooting was geese. So I assume that the Sasquatch was shot at point blank range with double-aught or triple-aught buck. That's my guess. I did not ask him the specifics, but if they were goose hunting, that's what he would have been shooting. Now, this is probably the only gun known that has killed a Sasquatch. In other words, this gun, this Earth-type gun, probably killed an alien. Now, the thing that my dad told me, that when they shot it, somebody went back, I'm not really sure who, I believe it was the guide that was with them. There were 3 people hunting. There was a guide, Morty Lucas, and my father. And somebody went back, I know my father stayed with the Sasquatch that they shot with Morty, I believe. And I think that the guide went back and got tools and brought all that stuff back. Now, one of the things that the guide brought back, evidently, was a baseball bat. And I'm not really sure why there was a baseball bat there. This is honest God truth. I don't know. I didn't ask my dad. But my dad said when they started cutting up the Sasquatch, it like reanimated. Like every time they tried to cut it, it would start moving and shit. Sort of like if you clean a frog. If you go frog gigging, and when you start cleaning them, they become alive again. And my father said that Morty Lucas took the baseball bat and smacked the thing on the head, thinking that'll kill it, and all it did was break the baseball bat. So he told me that they had the idea of like, well, let's drive a stake into the Sasquatch's heart, and that's what they did. And this is the stake, and what they used was the baseball bat that Morty broke over the Sasquatch's head. So they sharpened this to a point, and they drove it through the Sasquatch's heart. They didn't even start cutting it up after that. My dad said that they took out all the organs too. They were afraid that the thing was going to totally reanimate and go after them. My sneaking suspicion is when the guide, you know, the Indian guide, hunting guide, went back to get the tools and whatnot, that he grabbed the baseball bat because he's probably afraid that they were going to get attacked. You know, not that a baseball bat would do anything, but, you know, I'm sure it was a terrifying situation. So this is the actual stake that was driven through the beast's heart, and I own the heart. The heart is in fluid. It's in a jar. It's crazy looking. It looks sort of like 2 hearts in one. It's got multiple valves on it. It's very large. It's the largest heart I've ever seen. So here we go. Here's the stake that was driven through. You know, I was thinking about this. It's sort of like they were dealing with a vampire. A wooden stake right through the Sasquatch's heart. This is a very nice gun, by the way. My father left this to me when he passed away. And I'm sure that somebody would want it, being that it's the only gun that's ever shot a Sasquatch, Bigfoot, or alien. This is it, Browning A5. It's an awesome gun.